Skin. My skin looks younger than it did a year ago. In fact, here's a picture of me a year ago versus today. Do you see the difference? The only thing I've done over this last year, the only thing I've done is wear this patch technology. Patches. I've worn these patches for the last year. I've not seen a dermatologist. I haven't been to a doctor. No fancy creams, no Botox, nothing. And you guys see the change? In fact, let me show you one more time. Redness in my face. You guys, I had a skin cancer spot on my head right here that bled all the time. I had skin tags that just fell off. My skin has completely changed. My eyes are bluer and clearer. But why is it? Why does this technology, where does technology change my skin? Because if you can change your skin, that's pretty amazing. But why? Well, today I have a doctor who's been a doctor for 35 years who's written books on age reversal. His name is Dr. Harmon. And Dr. Harmon is going to tell us the why.
It's great to see the changes. I've watched you with those changes over the last few months. And that's why we even got connected. But yes, I've been doing some reverse aging things over the last 5 years that I'm really excited to share with you regarding skin. I'm going to be 71 in a few months, and this is really meaningful to me to be able to not go into that, slide into frailty and disability as we age and just maintain our youth a lot longer. And that's what the book is about, the How to Reverse Aging book.
How did this patch change my skin? Can you tell the world, all our friends and family, how it happened? How did this change my skin and yours?
It's a phototherapy patch. And in order to understand how it works, imagine you go outside. Everybody knows you go outside and somehow magically you get vitamin D. Where does the vitamin D come from? Is it in the air? Is it in the UV light? No. The UVB rays hit your skin. We have trillions of nano antennas in our skin. That signal from the UVB light sends a message to your body to start up the vitamin D factory. This is the technology. Same nano antennas, but it's a different frequency. What is the frequency? When you put the patch on your skin, it captures some of the frequencies you are emitting, reflects it back into you at a very specific frequency. Instead of getting vitamin D, the end result is your body makes a very important peptide called the GHK copper peptide. That's what I wrote the book about, because it changed my life with my heart health. And anybody who puts this patch on, you're going to get some big changes as well. If you're like the rest of us humans, in that if that peptide declines, there are many important things that cannot happen in the body. Dermatologists were the first to embrace this GHK copper peptide. It was discovered in 1973. And this is what they did. They put old liver cells in a petri dish and then put the GHK copper peptide in there. And it actually reversed the age of the liver cells, and they started making proteins and enzymes like young liver cells. And they said, there must be something to this. The age reversal part is the important part of that sentence, that paragraph that I just said. Reversed the age of the old liver cells. And so since then, first dermatologists put it in their lotions and creams and potions and shampoos and different things because of the benefit for skin. Well, why is that? It is known, first of all, in the literature as the fountain of youth peptide. Excuse me. The emergency response peptide. There's another peptide that I talk about a lot. That's the fountain of youth peptide. We'll have that one on another show. The emergency response peptide. When we're injured, things have to go down really quickly in order to save us. What are they? Well, the most important thing is that peptide is known to activate production of our own stem cells. Lord knows we're going to need them if we got a big gash in our thigh from a sword in old times. But the other things it's known for is it is known as the great repairer of collagen. So what's made of collagen in our body? Pretty much everything. Even our bones have a collagen matrix. The protein matrix is what gives it its strength. So if you can rapidly repair collagen, that would be very important for skin.
So you're saying, because I look younger than I did a year ago. A year ago, I looked older than now. Shoot, 3 years ago, I looked younger than 3 years ago. So my skin reversed in age. Is that what happened?
Yeah, what happens is this peptide scavenges free radicals. That's what causes inflammation. But also, when our skin is healing, it can have problems with the nerve endings that got destroyed when we have an injury or we have scabbing or scarring. So we have problems with the nerves. But this peptide actually increases the substances that help nourish our nerve endings. So then we get normal sensation in the skin rather than like we have a big scar. It doesn't feel right. Sometimes it's painful. And then it causes re-epithelialization. That's a word. The epithelium is the outside layer. That's what we see. That's what we see when we look at somebody. Several things happen if the GHK helps with. First, if we have an injury, sometimes, especially when we're older, our body can't clean up the mess really well and get rid of the things the ugly tissue that just hanging around. It is this peptide that helps remove that or resolve those issues with the gunk that causes, skin not to be so smooth as it should be. But it also helps with the collagen repair and elastin. Elastin is the fiber. Those are the fibers that give us the elasticity in our skin. So a couple of things. It helps repair the collagen. It helps repair the fibrin. It plumps the skin so that the skin doesn't look so wrinkly. It helps regenerate the nerves that may have been lost over time. So we get smoother skin. I know that's happened for me over the last 5 years. We get decrease in wrinkle depth. And who doesn't want that? Well, these patches help with the regeneration of the skin, not just during the day, but as we sleep. It helps repair and regenerate.
One more question for you about this technology, because my skin on my face has changed, but something dramatically happened for me. I had shingles a couple years ago, left me scarring all over my chest, and it kind of brought me down because it would not go away. Well, the scarring on my chest is completely gone. In fact, the skin in my arms and in my legs also look younger. And that is incredible. So I know this activates collagen, but why? Just give me a short answer. I want to know, for everybody to know, why does this technology not only work in my face, but in my chest, in my neck, my arms and legs? What's happening there, doctor?
Deposition of these fibers, the collagen fibers, and they're not all lined up. So they're not very flexible. They don't move very much like scar tissue. It's very immovable sometimes. Well, the GHK helps to break those cross linkages in the scarring so it gradually returns more like into normal skin. And it has to do with that big word, the big old long word. That's the outer layer of the skin. That's what we see. You could have stuff under that you don't see. But if the epithelium is good and normal, now this is what I've noticed on you. Your face was red and had it looked like scarring, some pits and things, but your skin is really smooth now. That's the GHK copper peptide work. That's why dermatologists embraced this first. They were the first ones to embrace this peptide and using it in their lotions and creams and shampoos.
I think we've heard enough for today. That was amazing. It's the why, because I get that question all the time. And I am not a doctor. I'm a captain. I'm the guy who flexes all the time. Happy.
If I flex, will my muscles look like that?
Let's see it. Let's go, Cat. Let's go, doctor. I flex all the time. I'm happy. It feels good to feel good. And I wake up every day and I just don't look as old as I did. And that's just amazing. We all love our skin. We only get one chance at life. Let's keep it looking young. So thank you, doctor, for today. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for it. It's been so enjoyable talking with you, and I hope your listeners get some good help with their face.